Hey, good Friday evening. Hey, it's a little late. I normally don't do videos at this time of the evening, but I wanted to get this done. Um, this is dealing with medically retired veterans receiving full VA disability plus their retirement pay. So I came across this article at military.com, and let's just get into it. It's kind of lengthy, but hang in there with me. We'll get through it. Um, Members of Congress are trying again to pass legislation that will give medically retired service members full access to both their military retirement pay and disability compensation from the Department of Veteran Affairs. This is what's good. A bipartisan group of senators on Monday introduced their chamber's version of the Major Richard Starr Act legislation that, if passed, would provide roughly 50,000 veterans full retirement pay and disability benefits. Currently, medically retired service members with fewer than 20 years in uniform who receive retirement from the Defense Department have their pay reduced by $1 for every dollar they receive from the VA. And currently, medically retired service members with fewer than 20 years in uniform and a disability rating of less than 50% have their retirement pay reduced by $1 for every dollar they receive from the VA. This bill would eliminate that offset, allowing what is known as concurrent receipt for these former service members. This measure corrects one of the deepest injustices in our present veterans disability system. Bill co-sponsor Senator Richard Blumenthal of Connecticut said in a news release, "It is unacceptable that tens of thousands of combat injured veterans are denied the full military benefits they earn." And co-sponsor Rick Scott out of Florida said the proposal ensures that veterans who have made sacrifices have access to their complete benefits. This legislation makes a critical change to treat our veterans fairly and support our nation heroes. I urge my colleagues to support its quick passage, Scott said in a statement. The last time the bill was introduced was in 2023. It garnered 326 supporters in the House and more than 70 in the Senate, but failed to be considered for a vote, largely because it did not include recommendations for covering the cost. So it looked like they have worked that out now. The House version, also introduced this week, has 185 bipartisan co-sponsors, including Representative Gus Bilikrakis. I can't say that. He's out of Florida. And Raul Diaz out of California, who are leading the initiative. The Senator's version already has 43 sponsors. Nearly 4 dozen veterans service organizations have voiced support for the bill, and several have made it one of their top legislative priorities this year. For that name that I couldn't pronounce, it's Bilikrakis. He's a Republican out of Florida. First name Gus. Okay, I just want to make sure I correct that. During a joint hearing March 3rd before the House and Senate Veterans Affairs Committees, Veterans of Foreign Wars National Commander Al Lippert said that combat injured veterans should not be treated differently than Social Security recipients who no longer are required to offset some types of pension as a result of the Social Security Fairness Act. Retirement pay and disability compensation are separate benefits earned for different reasons. Congress continues to wrongly treat their concurrent receipt as double dipping. Lippert said, "It's time to correct the injustice for our military retirees." This would be huge for them if they can get this thing passed. AM Vets National Commander Horace Johnson said the bill must be passed out of fairness. Far too long, veterans and their families have been told to wait while billions are wasted. Johnson said in a joint House and Senate hearing on February the 25th. In 2000, 22, the Congressional Budget Office estimated that the average offset or loss experienced by these veterans was $1,900 per month. That's a ton of money. The CBO also estimated the legislation would cost roughly $9.75 billion over the next decade. Army Reserve Major Richard Starr developed lung cancer as a result of exposure to environmental pollution in Iraq and Afghanistan. He was medically retired after being diagnosed with terminal cancer and quickly learned that his military retirement pay would be offset by his VA disability pay. He began advocating for a change but died in 2021 before seeing serious consideration of legislation to address this issue. So I'm almost done. One more paragraph, we'll be there. In introducing the House version this week, Bill said he was committed to passing the bill. Military retirement pay and service-connected disability compensation are two completely different benefits. One does not diminish the merits of the other. So I'm hoping that they can get this thing. They got bipartisan agreement on this, so hopefully they can get it passed. They know how much it's going to cost in the future, in the next 10 years. They got the cost there, and hey, maybe they stop punishing them for what other people are able to receive through Social Security. So this is a good thing if they can get this thing passed. That's all I got for you guys today. I just wanted to get this done. It's a little late for me. I'm gonna be out for a couple of days, but I'll see you guys on Monday. And hey, you got any comments on that? Hey, go ahead and comment, share it. You got any buddies that are in this situation? Share it to them and see that let them know that they are working on this and they're trying to get this thing passed. All right. But that's all I got for you guys today. You see a veteran, help a veteran. I'm out.